Let's welcome the YouTube audience back. CLG FC episode 242, penultimate game of the night here on Twitch. We got clear the road. A reminder, we are back with the FM23 save tomorrow, and it will be a 12-hour stream tomorrow. It's gonna be awesome. It's going to be, well, I say it's going to be awesome. We won one game on stream last time we streamed it. That wasn't awesome, but we'll see if we do any better for sure. Mbappe broke records as a striker with Madrid. He didn't win trophies, though. So, I mean, you got to ask yourself what's more important. You know, what are you paid to do? You're paid to win trophies or try to win trophies. So, that's the way I look at it. Especially a player that good. You know? I mean, to go to Real Madrid not win anything. Everything can't be blamed on him, though. No, I agree, but I think he's the biggest. I think he's probably well. The other thing too is they do have pieces, key pieces that are aging. Like they were playing Luka Modric. Now I love Luka Modric. Don't get me wrong, but the dude is almost 40. Like he can't. Do you know what I mean? Like. So it's more than him. So. Right, North Walton hosting Bickerstaff. DC's 53rd minute goal, the only goal of the occasion. And they down Bickerstaff 1-0. North Walton moved to 8 points again. 8 points back of us. Bickerstaff are on, they're in 9th. Silsden reserves Burskoff, a big chance for either of those sides to climb out of the drop. They don't do so. Kilhenny's second minute goal for Burskoff gave them the lead. Cole in the 11th, and then again in the 35th gave Silsden reserves a 2-1 advantage. Keating was then dismissed from play in the 64th minute before Reed, 7 minutes later for Burskoff, was dismissed from play. Howard scored 5 minutes after the game turned into 10v10 for Burskoff. And they will split the points. They are both 2 points back of the drop. Burskoff remain at that point, actually jumps them ahead of Main Road. But look at that scrap for relegation. Almondbury Woolpacker 5 clear, Earlham 4 clear, Sutton Reserves 2 clear, and Burskoff, Main Road, and Silsden Reserves all on 25. Papas Fritas with ranch. Is any of the games near you? What do you mean? Like the Club World Cup games, or they play Warzone, they play Fortnite, they play Timonin. If you like any of those games, give them a follow. Papa Fritas with ranch. Here you go. Oh my goodness me! What in the world? What is this clip? This clip started with you getting. I appreciate you for this out. You are welcome. So, Club World Cup. Philadelphia's near me, so like those games are about 70 minutes away. But you know, I just don't have the. I know the ticket prices came down. I'm aware the ticket prices came down, but would you go to any? Nah. I know, like I said, I know the ticket prices came down, but when they first were selling the tickets to the Club World Cup, how you doing, by the way, Papas Fritas? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Uh, when they first announced the ticket prices, they were $325 at the link. Like I thought it would be a really nice gift to get my dad tickets because my dad's a Chelsea fan. I know Thomas is going to be happy hearing that. Even if it was a player that you never see again. Um, there's not anybody that's playing in Philly that I would care to do that though. Skull Crusher, like a Modric? Nah, not really, not really. No. So I mean, the only one I remotely would even feel that way was I didn't even know this clip. The chat just clipped whatever, and I'm okay. A little depressed, but I thought watching you while I make banana bread would cheer me up. Woo woo. Well, if you ever need to talk, Papas Fritas, by all means, you can DM me on Discord, DM me on Blue Sky, DM me on Twitter, DM me here. My DMs are open. You know what I mean? So, going to say Messi, but he's in MLS. Yeah, that would have been the only one. In all honesty, and I saw him last month, and it was one of the worst. It was the worst game day experience I ever went to in 10 games going. So, I would say no. So, uh, that's fine. I'll do that, and then we're just gonna move on with the rest. So, I appreciate you absolutely, but banana bread sounds fucking banging. I've eaten enough fat shit today, though. I couldn't. You can't like. If Ronaldo was playing in it, would you go to? Fuck no. I can't stand that guy. I so uh, no, I really honestly, there's not a player I would be like, oh my god, I have to see them play. Like I never really felt that way. I didn't even feel that way about Messi. You know what I mean? It was just, oh, he's here, he's playing in this league, he's supposedly the greatest player of all time. Like I might as well go see him. You know what I mean? If it's that easily accessible as a season ticket holder. And then it was just a terrible experience. It was an awful match day experience. Um, but you know, you live and you learn. That's why I said to myself, like, if he's in the league next season and they come around again and he's playing, I would fuck no, I wouldn't go. I would literally skip the game. Like if he comes to Philly next season, right? I would skip the game. I would literally not go to the game because it was that bad an experience. So I've seen Ronaldo and Messi on the same pitch at the same time, and Ronaldo was 10 times better to watch than the dwarf. I'm not getting into the Messi v Ronaldo shit. I'm not. That argument is so beat to death. I have absolutely no interest in resuming that argument. At least the Phil's got to run back, by the way. The Phillies Mets game, by the way, is stupid crazy. The Mets have scored all 5 of their runs on solo home runs tonight, which is just nuts when you think about it. So far, I made peanut. Oh my god, peanut. Oh my god, there's no way you just said that. Peanut butter cookies half dipped in dark chocolate. Fucking hell, that sounds good. And some salted peanuts for light garnish. Made peach cobbler with banana bread now. Oh my god. I'm not being biased. It's the truth. I actually rather messy. Listen, it's your truth. I have no. I can't say because I've never seen Ronaldo play in person, but I will say I have no interest in seeing either of those anymore. Also, I know nothing about sports, so interesting to hear about this. I I don't know what to say because like most people I don't know. Honestly I can't. I was gonna try to sell myself as like a reasonable sports fan, but I'm an angry motherfucker when it comes to it. So Lord knows I can't say. I can't even sell. You know what? Just roll that back. Let's not even. We're not even gonna mention like fucking. Holy, we got a big help though in the league. Look at this, right? Oh fuck, I went off the scene. Right, Squires Gate hosting Bradley. Remember, Bradley are chasing us in the championship for the title. Kelly in the 14th minute put Squires Gate ahead 1-0. Cattermole in the 38th leveled it for Bradley. They were 1-1 at the break. Kelly in the 70th minute, Clark in the 73rd, May in the 79th, and that 9-minute stretch for Squires Gate sinks Bradley 4-1, which means if we win this next game, we will be 9 points clear with 3 games to play. That is huge. That is absolutely huge. So, Lo, you're good. I talk very passionately about my sports teams, or about any sports, right? I like there are clubs that I absolutely hate for no very good logical reasons. So, um, That's why I'm like I can't even bill myself as a reasonable sports fan because there's clubs I hate just because I fucking hate them. Like there's that's just it. um, I would like to go back to scarf trading. I really miss doing that though. Like there was something I used to. For those that don't know, right? One of the things in football that's very popular that players do as a sign of respect is they trade their jerseys, right? So you'll wear your jersey and then at the end of the game you take your jersey off, you hand your jersey to a opposition player and that opposition player hands you his jersey and you swap jerseys, right? I used to do that with scarves because every supporter. Speaking of scarves, by the way, hold on, we're cracking it out. It's only true, right? It's the CLG save, so we got to bring out the CLG scarf, right? So Counter Logic Gaming scarf, there we go. But you know, football supporters would have scarves is footballing life. It's footballing heritage, right? And I couldn't. I don't know how else to explain it, right? The scarf is the most important accessory in a football fan's kit. What the fuck? Why does it keep? So what I thought was a cool idea was these fans that were coming to the Subaru Park who were supporting their team, like they would travel to Chester to play matches, against my club. I would hang around after the stadium and I would trade scarves with the away fans, and I would be like, as a sign of respect, because traveling to see your team in America is fucking difficult. It's so goddamn big. So I thought it was a cool idea, and I used to love doing that because I got some awesome stories from some of the away fans, previous matches they've been at, previous experiences they've been at, things like that. And I haven't resumed that after COVID. Um, and I would resume it if my dad didn't go to the games with me. And I'm not blaming him, but it's just the fact that like there is literally no place to sit either outside the stadium or in it for us because we stand the whole game in our section, right? There are seats there. We sit at halftime, but we stand the whole game. So he's 75. So by the time that we've done 90 minutes versus of singing, clapping, chanting, and standing, he's pretty much exhausted because it's 10 o'clock at night and he's been up the whole day and we've done this physical activity. Uh, and the last thing I want to make him do is stand another 30 minutes so I can have a conversation with some random guy who came in from out of town to watch his team play. You know what I mean? It's unfair to him. So I haven't asked him to resume that. Like if I could resume that, I'm just like let's just go home every time. Right, Lancaster hosting Insa Central. I'm sorry, Insa Central hosting Lancaster. Gallagher's 25th minute goal for Lancaster gave them the advantage. They couldn't hold on to it again. Carnes, or is that? I think that's Carnes. It might be Cairns, but I think it's Carnes. 71st minute goal for Insa Central is enough to secure at least a point for them. They're up to 7th, but that sinks their promotion hopes. They're not gonna finish in a playoff spot. Insa Central, they are done. Um, Lancaster, it's another point for them. They're still 6th adrift. They only have 3 games left, so 9 available. The maximum Lancaster can finish on is 30, and Sutton reserves are on 27. So Lancaster, you guys might be down, unfortunately. We got 2 days to go until the Clitheroe match, who are in 11th, and then we've got Main Road, and then we are going to be out of here after the Main Road game. So the next stream will be Bradley. That's going to be the big game. This scarf is so flimsy compared to all my other footballs. I have some big, thick football scarves, and this one is getting pushed around by the fan behind me, and it's really actually very annoying. It's because it like bunches up on the neck, and I want it to lay like flatter on the neck, so that it's not all bunched up and like I don't feel this like I'm wearing this heavy thing around me, you know. Um, There's the news article for you guys. Promotion race heads to the wire. It's between CLG FC, Bradley, and North Walkden. Yeah. CLG take on Bradley at the Royal Agricultural College on Sunday, April the 16th. We might have won. We might win the title by then. There's a chance we go into that game already having won the title. We could win the title tonight. You can actually see if we win this game, we win the next game. We will be champions ahead of next stream. So that's what's on the line here. Should be a good one. Again, I'm back tomorrow. 12-hour stream. Should be great. Hopefully we make some progress with Gimpo tomorrow. Oh my God, and he's a free agent. Oh my God, he's 24. He's not great, and he's a free. Oh my God, he's got everything wrong with him. Heading, injury prone, consistency. What was this? Zbigniew Wróbel? He's 17. Oh, this is the keeper I wanted that Sunderland said no to. Rip. Mustafa Oko. He's not bad either. He's 18. Who's he wanted by? He's wanted by Hythe on loan. That's not bad, but still. Right, let's keep moving on. We're going to tick over. 1 day to go. Should be good. Who is on tonight, if anyone? I know Sean. I feel bad. I haven't dropped by his stream in like a few days, but he's been streaming out of the park baseball like crazy. And I'm, on all honesty, I might send you guys there if he's still on at the end of the night. We'll see. I don't see anybody on for FM, or at least from my following list. I'm sure there's probably some other people on for FM, but we'll see. NA has a lighter crowd, you know. NA content creators, it's basically Brazilian, me, Biz, Pix, Dill. Ian hasn't really streamed in like 2 months. So we're 4-6 favorites. Clitheroe 7-2. The draw 11-4. We sit 79 points, and the existing record for the club is 80. So a win would break the record. Snicky's on the verge of the player of the match milestone. Should they pick up another player of the match milestone, it will be a club record. No, I don't think we need to hold a team meeting. I hate that shit. Oh, you want to hold a team meeting? No. We're 4 games away. If we don't win this game, we still have a chance. Like, come on. The top 50 wonder kids in the world is out, by the way. We'll start from the bottom. 50. We got a Swiss guy at Stade Lausanne, Hertha. We've got Al Ahly, Saudi Sport Club. Brianza. Is that Portugal? Brianza? No, it's Italy. Sorry. Partizan Beograd, a Serbian. Nice. This is Hajduk Split. Swansea. There's a Dane, Thomas Sorensen, at Swansea City, and we got a Belgian guy at Bolton. Monaco's got a Frenchman, and that's a Turk at Manchester United. Look at that. That's 41-50. Then we have a Colombian at CUI. Coventry City's got Marcus Gall, the Dane. Is that Slovenian? Yeah. Look at it. Where is Zig? We got a Slovenian in the top 50 Wonder Kids, and he's currently at Muramuska Sobota. Klevena Saveca Beograd has got a Bosnian and Herzegovinian. This is Dynamo Kiev. Another one from Bolton. Hoffenheim, Cardiff, Bayern Munich 2. Ipswich have got a Wonder Kid. PSG Genk. This Al Fateh. Emin. Who's this? Rijeka. BVT. I thought it was Spurs. Real Madrid. Atletico Union de Santa Fe. Hamburg. Newcastle. Slavia Prague. Stoke. I love how it just says club. That's Bayern Munich too. Besiktas, another Newcastle. Masao Katayama, a Japanese kid over at Newcastle. Another Japanese kid, but this time at Uwara Red Diamonds. Aruca, that's Portugal. Vallecano, or sorry, not Vallecano, Vallecano. Tenerife. Then we've got Den Haag. Jablonek. Oh, Union St. Gilles. Real Hispalis. Brighton. Palace. Man City. Bristol City. Girona. FC Twentieth. And Moreirense. Wow, the top wonder kid in the world is a 19-year-old Portuguese striker from Moreirense in Portugal. So, literally nobody, no. This is the shit that agitates me about leagues. Literally, the only year in which somebody not named Benfica, Porto, or Sporting CP, or Braga, the four big clubs in Portugal, essentially, who even got close to, who even finished top three, was Faria in 2012, 2013. Then you have to go back another 4 years, 5 years to get the VTSC. And then there's people who would try to sell you that league like, it's an interesting what? No. No, it's not. It's really not. I feel that way about the Bundesliga. A lot of people tell me the Bundesliga is a good watch. I'm sure it is. Not for me. Why? Because the same fucking club wins it every year. He's not good enough, but he's got a 3.5-star potential. Northwest Counties League Division 1. He's a good level 11 player. Okay? He's 19. So, youth contract set to expire. Apply the remaining focus to these. Pre-match press conference. Let's kick this off with the first question from James Conway at 442. I'm so sick of every fucking manager giving me this question. But at the same time, we back ourselves to win every time. It's very okay, cool. Pretty powdery puff. I'm kind of done with the press conferences too. I get why people click through them now. You know, after doing it for 11 fucking seasons. Philadelphia received takeover reproach. Interesting. What else going on in the social feed? Anything big? Any results? Nothing so far. All right. We're going to click inbox. We're going to tick over. It'll be Saturday, April the 1st, guys, in the year 2034. Penultimate game of the stream and the pre-ante-penultimate game of the night, or of the season, I should say. It's against 11th place Clitero. We got Main Road in 16th next. They're fighting to survive. They're fighting to stay up. And we might be the team that sends them down. Or at least really puts a dent in their promotion bid. Their survival bid, sorry. Right. I have a bunch of shit in the inbox. There's our finances, still 8.2 million in the bank. People approaching retirement. Dylan Brooks, our coach. Billy Wells, another one of our coaches. They're going to retire. We're expected to win. Bangkok linked with Switch to Hull United. and Estudiantes outline intentions for Cockett. They are in. Okay, they're down there. The Phils get close and the Mets pull away. Fuck all y'all. Right. Match day. Well, thank you. Fitness test not required. We got an A plus from the board and a B minus from the supporters. Why? They're delighted with everything, yet we have a B minus. To make it make sense, man. Make it make sense. Club Vision, C. Everything you want, I've abided by. Transfers. Angry about his struggles out on loan, as his development is already certainly suffering. They're just unhappy about loans, apparently. Okay. Meh. Don't know what to tell you. So. At least the board backed me. Let me pause the music because we're about to go play our walkout song and all that, all that fun jazz. But 4 games today. We are going to mark Harry Sharp tightly. We are going to mark Andrew Cooney tightly. And I don't know why my changes aren't saving, but Joe Jones, you go up here. Charlie Wildman, you're going to go in. It'll be, sorry. Yeah, that's fine. Charlie Perver this time. Kendi and Joe Jones. Actually, sorry. Joe Jones, thank you. You're going to be named. Save the game because we always manually save prior to a match. And this is it, man. We can move to within a single point of the title. A single draw. If we win this, all we will need is a draw in any remaining game to pick up the title. Let's get into it, shall we? Sneaky feels unsuited for the role that they're being asked to play, despite playing it for 215 games. Because FM. Right. Let me turn Firefox audio on. There you go. We are always going to press Jordan Brisley. They've made one change to their starting lineup from their last match. They are 2-1-2 in their last 5. We are 5 wins from 5 in our last 5. If you carry your last performance, we'll do well. I don't want you to be aggressive. I want you to be able to say, hey, there we go. Dan, could this game you win the title? No. Only if I think Bradley have to fail to win. If we win this game, we'll be 9 points clear with 3 to play. So, hey Ben, Duplantis de Volba, insane. Him breaking the world record last Sunday in Stockholm, 2 point. I know, that's nuts actually. So let's go. Here we go. 4-4-2 for Clitheroe. We're in our 4-1-1-3-1 DM wide asymmetrical. Let's go. Hopefully not a damn soul can stop us. We're in the black with the red. They are in the blue. We are underway at Clitheroe. I would be shocked if we didn't have a lot of fans here today. The only other questions I have, real quick, is there not a around the grounds? Is there not an around the grounds? Apparently, I don't know. I don't feel like messing with the clip. CLG formation, right? Latest scores. They're not playing today. So no, we can't win the title with this CLG formation. There we go. But we can move to within a point. Right, Murphy. He's gonna go long. I think Cooney just straight off. Yep. Ben, are you going to any FIFA Club World Cup matches? No, I am not. When the tickets came out, they were way, way, way too expensive. And I know they've dropped the price, but I've since bought all of my Olympic stuff because I'm going to Italy in 2026 for the Olympics, and I am currently in pay that off mode. So no, I actually am going to wind up finishing paying off the tickets next week. So I'll have the tickets done. I'm working on the flights, paying off the flights right now. But yeah, the tickets will be paid off next week. And then I will have I have to pay off the flights still and the hotels. So I'm working off paying off the flights next. So back on the inside, good ball movement. Sheamus, Konekun, you don't need to pass it. Everybody crashed, and Konekun passed it out because everybody crashed. The net. Here's Frack, lovely stuff. Cut back, Snicky, corner. I can't wait for Winter Olympics. I love the curling. I have a lot of curling games, dude. I have like 5 or 6 curling games. Actually, I think I have a hell of a lot more than that. Let me see. Where is it? I have. How many curling games do I have? Oh, there it is. Before I even answer that question, we got to play the song. We are in the lead. Snicky and their 25th goal of the season. I only have one speed skating event. That I do know. I only managed to get one speed skating event. Let's see. Curling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 curling events. So, yeah. You get the whole song today. Might as well play it again because we've scored again. Let's go. Spaps, 6 and 8 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 goals. You'll love to see it. Spaps is finally on the score sheet as well. Oh, what a header. What a head on. I thought maybe offsides, but no. There we go. 2-0. Now here's Sheamus. Bring it back. The cutback. Twinkle. Oh, my God. Everyone crashed again. Spaps picks it up. Cutback this time. Oh, what a save. What a save. So, headed on. Knocked away. Sutton's just going to boot it upfield. Yeah, I have one speed skating event. What was it? 7 curling events. I have a lot of ice hockey as well. So, and then I have a few. I have like one snowboard cross, I think it is. One. I have opening ceremonies, obviously, and I have a few others. Like I think 1 or 2 alpine skiing events as well. The tickets are actually on general sale now, so I might have a dive back in and just look to see what else is on general sale. So. But that's going to be useful because, like with Paris, for example, they were on there were tickets available all the way up, including day of the event. So if something happens with the transportation and I can't move to the right city in time and something like that, then I might remember that and keep that in the back of my head and just buy a ticket that day of for wherever I am. You know, that's a possibility. So, but yeah. The only thing I need to get is some clothing, like a heavy winter coat. I need new snow boots. I prefer Summer Olympics than Winter Olympics. I agree, but I like both. Do you know what I mean? I just love the Olympics. Like I'm the kind of guy that will watch the Youth Olympic Games as well. Like, people don't know there's a Youth Olympic Games, or a lot of people don't know there's a Youth Olympic Games, but there is actually a Youth Summer and a Youth Winter, and these are like athletes aged like, I think 13 to 15 or 13 to 16, and I'll watch those Olympics as well. Like, I just absolutely love everything about the Olympics. So I think the next Youth Olympic Games is actually Sneaky had a chance there. I think the next Youth Olympic Games are actually the Summer Youth Olympic Games in 2026, and I think they are in Dakar. Is that Senegal? Is Dakar Senegal technically? Dakar. Yeah, Senegal. Wimbledon Tennis Championship starts June 30th. I will not be watching that. I will probably wait a week and watch the Women's Euros, which are coming on that first week of July. Those are going to be good. I'm really interested in that. Spaps heads it away. That's brought all day. Yeah, when do the Women's Euros start? Women's Euros. I'm sorry, that's July 2nd. First match. Who has the rights to it? I think it's Fox. Oh. Come on. United States. Yeah, Fox. Oh, fuck. God, they're so miserable, Fox. They have the rights to the world. They have the rights to the Gold Cup, and fucking hell are they awful. Right. 2-0 up. Snicky in the 6th, Spaps in the 8th. That's been the difference. Here's Sheamus, Parks, Jack Lemon, MD. He's going to go all the way back to Brat. We're going to restretch the field. Brat might have to boot this. Nope, he's going to find me in the space. Cookies. Snicky. Snicky. Good run from Snicky, and that's a good cutout from Coffee. So, I don't mind the tennis. I used to watch all the Grand Slams religiously as well, but I haven't done that in 15 years. Frack, that's off Coffee. That'll be another corner. So, I watched all the tennis basically at Paris. That was fun. That was an interesting tournament, actually. But here's Cookies. Back to Jack. We got to switch play. Sheamus, did he stay on? Yes, he did. Cross back post. Spaps is there. Up and over. Up and over. We got 1.68 XG, by the way. And we're 30 minutes into the game. Here's Cookies with a run on the right-hand side. Back for Spaps. Twinkle. Snicky. First touch, a little too heavy. Spaps on the trailing run. Goes for goal. That's a good save by Atkinson Ogden. So I've come to realize there's just too much sport in life that's available. And so I can't watch some. I've headed it over. That wasn't a bad effort, but still. You know? Like Wimbledon, Women's Euros. I'm still watching the freaking Paralympics, man. So I spent 6 months watching the Paris Olympics themselves. So Sheamus Twinkle. Come on, pen ref. Here's Sutton going the other way. Offsides. Murphy is off. So I've also watched all the MLS as well, up to the current point, which resumes on Wednesday, I think. Actually, I think we're back. We're away Wednesday, but I think Wednesday the league is back. And then Wednesday, and then we're away Saturday, and then I think we are home that following Wednesday. And I think that home game is U.S. Open Cup 5th round. against New York Red Bulls. And then we got to turn around that Saturday and play New York Red Bulls again in the league at home. So we have New York Red Bulls back to back. And then we're home the following Wednesday against, I think it's Montreal at home. So, yeah. So I think it's away Wednesday, away Saturday, home Wednesday, home Saturday, home Wednesday, away Saturday, a break the following weekend, like nobody's playing. And then home the weekend after that. Home the weekend after that. And then it's like 3 or 4 straight weeks away. Offsides. Offsides on Murphy there. So. But yeah, it's something like the next 8 weeks. I think we have 5 more home games, and then we would have, I think, two home games left for the whole last like 2 months of the season. So I'll be at the stadium quite a bit. Murphy has a crack. It's well over the top. 2 minutes of added time here, down to about last 30 seconds. Twinkle Parks, really good ball over the top for Sheamus. First time touch. Cookies is there, headed away. Sharp runs it down. He's going to boot it upfield. Akoni-kun's intercepted it. I might miss a goal. Offsides on Snicky. So offsides on Snicky. But Snicky 6 and Spam's 8th minute goal is enough. Is the difference right now. 1.8 XG. 75% possession, by the way. And 3 clear-cut chances in the opening half alone. I mean, that is just pure domination from the team. Right, we're going to send them back out there. Second half underway. Attendance is 406. 6 of our fans made the trip to Clitheroe to watch us today. Here's Sheamus, Akoni-kun, forward first. Oh, Snicky shouldn't have tucked it. Peugeot kind of went right side of Snicky. Had Snicky stayed on the far side of him, he would have of Peugeot. I mean, they would have had a really good run in on goal. Here's me, Park. At some point, you just got to whip it in. Akoni-kun, Snicky, it's over the top. Right, Donnellan for Clitheroe. Back to Peugeot. Atkinson, Ogden. What's up, 10th Shadow? How you doing, man? Welcome in. Myself. I should have passed it, man. Cookies made the run into the space. And Frack almost lost it. It's come back to me, though. How you been, 10th Shadow? Myself, Frack. On the right-hand side. The cutback, myself, Twinkle. Somebody do something. Take a shot, fucking something. Here's me, looking for Parks. That's a terrible pass. That's cut out, sharp, and that's the end of the highlight. BRB ran out of eggs. What? No! Nothing much, just chilling, trying to stay cool. Yeah, man, I get that. It was hot here today, too. I think the high was 32, I want to say. So, Kobe, that's cut out. That could go out for a throw. Instead, Sharps picked it up. Here's Onoha. Edwards. Onoha. Sharp. Up for Murphy. Murphy wins the play over Jack. Deflected. Cooney. That shot's blocked by Cooney. Frack. Forward to Cookies. Good ball to Akoni-kun. Back for Cookies. Forward for Spaps. Good ball movement. Sheamus coming in back post. Onoha puts it out. It will be a corner. How? No, not running out of eggs when you're trying to make banana bread. That sucks. That's the worst. Oh, I've headed it up and over. That is the absolute worst. Just running out of anything, man. I've had that before. I've had it where I was like, I've advertised it to my family before. I was like, hey, I'm going to make you guys breakfast. Pork roll and eggs. Or pork roll, eggs, and a bagel. pork roll, egg, and cheese in a bagel, right? Like a homemade Jersey sandwich. And they're like, oh my God, that sounds so good. And then I make the pork roll. I always make the pork roll first. And then I use the same pan to make the eggs. Makes the eggs taste better, right? And I make the pork roll. And then I go into the fridge to make the eggs. And we don't even have eggs. And I'm like, oh, yeah. So, but I've been getting better at making. I used to struggle really hard. Good save from Brat. What a save! I used to struggle really hard on making an omelet in the skillet, and like I have like one that like makes an omelet for you, like one of those things you just like put all the eggs in, and you fold it down and stuff. But it makes like a triangle omelet, and I'm like, what I want to do is make an omelet in the skillet, and then just put cheese on the like flip it over right when the one side's done, put cheese on the top of it, on the side that's done, and then as the other side finishes, just flip it over and let the cheese, because the cheese is obviously going to melt that time. So, Snicky and Atkinson Ogden has it. And then also, I could chop up the pork roll into tiny pieces and then put it in there with the cheese. Like, let the cheese melt, and then right before I'm about to flip the egg into like an omelet, like a folded omelet, just chop up the cooked pork roll into it, and then fold it over. There you go. Snicky, that's out of the way. Sheamus got it. Akoni-kun. Back for Parks. Twinkle. Myself. One heavy touch, but Spaps. Cookie's really good ball movement. And Atkinson Ogden made a great save. That's a really good save considering everything going on. I think Charlie Perver will have to come on for Parks. That's sub number 1. I'm also thinking Wellman for Cookies as sub number 2. But I wanted to get the player booked out of the squad. Snicky! Oh my God. Golden opportunity that. Perver is on, Parks is off. Here's Edwards. Back for Onoha. Putting it forward for Murphy. That's just over the top. But yeah. I love making a homemade omelet. Homemade Jersey sandwich, man. Oh, Perver. That was so close. So good. So good. I love a good Jersey sandwich. I didn't have a Jersey. Perver's miles off sides. Yeah. Flag goes up on the near side. I didn't have a Jersey sandwich today, but the golf course, I had a breakfast sandwich at the turn. Fucking so good. It's so phenomenal. Spaps back post, that's in. Spaps' third goal. Only his third goal of the season. And Spaps has done it. He's given us a 3-0 lead late in the game. That's just a really good ball to pick him out. A really good ball to pick him out. And there you go, 3-0. We are going to be a point from the title. Burskov are beating North Walkden as well. That is a big result if Burskov can hold on to it. North Walkden are basically out of this title race anyway to begin with. I think they will be if we win. Twinkle goes for goal from outside the box, and it's miles over. He's rosetted it. Cookies, thank you. Give me... Oh, I don't have an MC sub. Fuck. Would you look at that? I don't have an MC sub. I have an AMC sub. Huh. I have... Sheamus is one of the best players on the pitch. So I think it's just going to be Joe Jones that comes on. Akoni-kun goes for goal from long range, and he's fired that into the stand. They've made a double switch. We've just made the switch. Joe Jones for Akoni-kun. By the way, that sub message that pops up on the bottom from the Saskin, so clean, man. So clean. Twinkle! What a save from Atkinson Ogden. The Saskin is just awesome. I love it. I think that's what a lot of people need to realize, though, is that that's not going to be as easy to make. That's not kind of stuff. Databases, skins, face packs for regens, logos. That all of that is not going to be as easy to make because it's going to be in Unity. And Unity, Joe Jones going for a goal. He's just shot that wide. Wow. Unity is very tricky. It's not as bad as Unreal Engine, though. Unreal Engine is absolutely horrible right now. But it's very Unreal Engine's extremely clunky and not developer friendly. But I mean, it looks phenomenal though. But yeah, Unity is a bit odd. That's over the top, and I think Sutton's on sides. Here comes the cross. Perver's put it out. It will be a corner. I might replace Spaps, not because he's having a bad game. Well, he's going to be pissed if I take him off on 2 goals, but he is getting exhausted. Snicky heads it away. Bruce trying to get down back for Brisley, and he is waved as he's flagged on the far side as being offsides. Here's Perver. Sheamus. Lost the ball to Cooney. Bruce over to Edwards. Kofi. Edwards. Kofi. Donnellan. The pass to him cut out by Cookies. Cookies. He's got Snicky running on his right-hand side. Donnellan with a touch to take that away. Here's Wilford. 10 minutes remaining plus stoppage. That's a good tackle. I don't think there's any other recommended instructions. There's not. Here's Jack. Twinkle. Back to Jack. Back to Perver. Back to Jack. Over the top. Jones. Can he get to it? Looks like he won't win the foot race. Onoha does. Onoha looking for Atkinson Ogden. They boot it upfield. Cooney wins the header. Bruce. Back to Cooney. He's on bad. Oh. What the fuck? All over the place. Nobody can get a good touch. There's Jones. Jones with a great touch and run. Back for Perver. Heavy touch. Bruce cuts it out. Oh, no. Oh, it's a bad giveaway. Sheamus is in on goal. And what a save from Atkinson Ogden. What a save. Frack takes the corner. Whipped in. Not headed away. Donnellan clears. Should be the end of the highlight, no? Cooney. Wilford. The cutback for Sutton. Here comes the cross. Far post. Perver's put it out for a corner. 5 minutes and added time still to play. The whip in. Oh, that coffee. That is a great tip from Brott. He's actually made the save on it. That's an awesome tip from Brott. Brott's excellent, man. Brott is absolutely excellent. We've had 3.06 XG, 20 shots, 9 on target. They've had 1.04. Spaps is going to head this away. Bruce is going to take it down. Here comes the cross back in. Spaps heads it away. Cookies will help it further along. It's coming back in for Sutton. He stayed on sides. And it is absolutely taken off his foot by Spaps and cleared upfield. Another highlight. Bruce, that's over the top. But Perver wins the header, and that release goes off his head last. It'll be a corner. Brisley to take it. Whipped in. Wilford coming in for it. Still headed up and clear. Headed back in, and Jones clears it. Here's Edwards. Over to Brisley. The goal, that's in. Charlie Perver, it's deflected off him. It's counted as an own goal. The clean sheet is gone. That's harsh. That didn't look like a heavy touch. But they've got one back. in the dying moments of the match. Jack, it's got to go all the way back. Forward, Jones is here. Taking a touch. Tried to pass it to Snicky. That was cut out. Frack loses that battle to Sutton. I've been drawn over. Frack catches up with him. Now I've got to get back in position. Here's Donnellan bringing it up on the rear. The cross comes in. Brott grabs it out of the air. Brott's going to punt it for. No, he's going to throw it. Cookies is there. The turn. Sheamus. Sorry, playing action timing. All good, my man. You never have to apologize. Here's Sheamus. That is a yellow card, ref. And I think he's going to agree with me. Bruce has tripped him out. Yes, he is. Delroy Bruce has been booked. And this is Jack territory. He's going to cross it into the box. Good one into the back post. Edwards heads it away. And it will be a corner here. Late on. Corner gets whipped in. Headed up, not out. Sheamus, it might come to him. He lets Brisley take a touch to knock it clear. Jack back to Frack. Frack almost loses the ball. Brisley forward for Wilford. Did he stay on is the question. He did. It was considered his own half. The cross, and Perver has headed it out for what will be a corner for Clitheroe. Wilford will take it. Whipped in, headed away by Joe Jones. Wilford gets it back. Here comes the cross back post. They've scored again. And Clitheroe have pulled back within one. It's Perver again. Pause. Okay, here's what it's going to do. A lot's going to change. Jack is going out left. Okay? Twinkle is moving in for Perver. That moves Perver up to DM. Cookies is sliding back. That moves Charlie Perver into MC. Snicky will go back to MC. That moves him up to striker. Simon Roger Mukendi will come on. So I'm actually subbing out a sub because he's given up both goals. Here's that is a tackle. That ball's going to run around. Bruce forward for Edwards. Oh my God, Perver, we haven't even, the ball hasn't gone out of play yet. Perver's not made the sub. Brisley forward, back post. Sutton. Brott with a game-winning save and potentially title-clinching save there. We've made the switches. Snicky running forward. Snicky inside for Jones. Finds Sheamus. Mukendi. Mukendi back to Jack. Blow the whistle, ref. Jack over to Frack. To me. To Snicky. Tried to turn on it. Spaps. Cookies. Over the top. That's out for a goal kick. We do win. It was dicey in the end because they got two back. Snicky in the 6th, Spaps in the 8th, Spaps in the 68th, Perver putting it in his own net in the 88th. And Cooney in added time at the end of the second half. We survive 3-2. Perver's very happy. Brother, you had a 6-0. You were ass. Why are you pleased? You should be pissed at yourself. But the main thing is we held on to the 3 points. That's, I think, the main thing. That's like one of the worst games I've seen a center back do in this iteration of FM. I've seen far worse than FM10. Um, absolutely far worse than FM10. But it is sweet, sweet victory nonetheless. 3-2. Burskov hosting North Walkden, and they end North Walkden's title challenge. Howard in the 47th for Burskov gives them a 1-0 lead. Bowman in the 61st leveled it for North Walkden. Carson 4 minutes later put Burskov back in front. They would win. That is a massive win for Burskov, who were in the bottom three. They now will climb out of the bottom three by a point, and the win also defeats North Walkden's title challenge. So the title push is now down to between us and Bradley. North Walkden have already secured a playoff spot. They will have to try and go up via the playoffs. Lancaster and Squiresgate. Swales in the 27th minute for Squiresgate dismissed from play. He was sent off, but McLaren, despite Squiresgate being down to 10 men, still scored in the 35th to put them ahead 1-0, and then Lancaster poured it on in the second half. Nicholas in the 55th, Roberts in the 63rd, Long in the 80th, Maybury in the 86th. And Lancaster with another big win. They're turning it on right at the final moments. They've gone from almost 10 adrift to just 4 points back of safety now, or 4 points from safety. They are very much in this fight still. Main Road hosting FC Isle of Man. Big game for Main Road, but it was FC Isle of Man who really turned in the performance. Brown in the 15th, Brown again in the 34th, Hunter in the 39th, and FC Isle of Man run away 3-0 winners on the road. They are still in the hunt for a playoff position, but should Ramsbottom United win their next game, that will also be done and over with. So, as of right now, teams still in the playoff hunts. Teams currently in the playoff hunt. Let's see. It's really FC Isle of Man, Cross Hills, Ramsbottom United, Mossley, North Walkden, Bradley, and us. Us and Bradley for the title. And relegation right now is between Almondbury, Woolpack, Earlham, Burskov, Sutton Reserves, Main Road, Silsden Reserves, and Lancaster. And that is that. Right, so penultimate game of the stream done. We got a post-match press conference. Let's kick this off with the first question from Keenan Blake at Sporting Life. 225th beats. Yep. With a bit. Yeah. I'd do it again too. But there's anything can happen. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I subbed him off because he was fucking ass. I mean, I subbed him off because I subbed him on with the. Is that Hype Wave you leaving, Roller? Because if that's the case, then have a wonderful night, mate. Thank you for stopping in with the raid and being around for so long after the Zig raid. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, no, I subbed him off because I subbed him on as a defensive sub to bring fresh legs to the defense, and he is literally the reason we gave up 2 goals. So no idea why that was a strange decision for anybody. Right, you want Baycock it permanently, and I'm kind of inclined to let you have him. Sween's training report, that's fine. That is that. I'm going to save the game. We're going to end the episode. So thank you so much, everybody, thank you so much for watching on YouTube. This was episode 242. Episode 243 is next. We could win the title in the next episode. Find out if we do. Till then, take care.